So I've just finished the latest DLC for Atomic Heart, Enchantment Under the Sea, and by far this is the best DLC that I've ever purchased, and this is the best DLC of Atomic Heart so far. So as you can see, at first you get a brief intro as to the alternate history advancements using the polymer, and as you can see, this continues from the main story. So the ending of the main story where Charles actually sorts of manifests out of your glove into a human polymer and kills Dr. Sheshinov. What this DLC does great is, as you can see from the first fight that I've shown, there's actually a lot of new cool enemies, and the boss fights are also very interesting and very hard. So first, among the boss fights, we got this ballerina robot that shoots, I believe, like small bombs at you. He does move like a ballerina, so he's fast, and there's a new traversal mechanic in this DLC, which is something I hope they keep for the fourth one and for the sequel, if they're going to continue it after the fourth one, after the fourth DLC. It can also shoot lasers, and yeah, it's pretty hard to kill. So this is the new traversal mechanic. It's sort of like very Spider-Man-like in a first-person perspective, so it's fast. It takes a bit of getting used to for someone like me who's not really that much into FPS games. I don't really like FPS games that much, but I really like the game. I like the weapons, they're unique, and the enemies are very fun as well. So the robots actually look semi-realistic for me, like it's something that can be created, sort of a retro sci-fi vibe, but yeah, I like it. A lot of people gets reminded of BioShock for this game, which I can see why, yeah. But I've played the 3 BioShock games, and yeah, it feels very different. Oh yeah, so we also have crab enemies now.
Что за деликатесы побежали?
Советую приготовить до хрустящей корочки.
Так ты ж не любишь морепродукт, Гать?
Когда они шевелятся,
This is a mini boss or a boss, I'm not sure, but it's very hard to kill, so this fight actually took a while. The shell of these mutated crabs are very tough. That's why you need to use the shotgun.
А вот это уже большая проблема.
подавайте сюда крабовый фарш, майор.
Гать, ты иногда меня пугаешь.
Да после лимбо я сама себя порой.
Для каких целей вывели этих раков?
Донные работы, ремонт,
Или участие в турнирах видеоигр от товарища Шальчинова?
видеоигры.
And yeah, it also like summons or calls upon its small crab buddies to attack you, which is very keeps the fight tactic, interesting. So you're not just fighting one big dude in one arena or one location. There's like a variety to it. As you can see, like there's electricity flowing through the floor, which is probably still polymer related. Polymer at this point is just the MacGuffin to explain away anything that they want to create in the game. So I'm actually fine with that. I don't really need it to be super realistic and everything. If it leads to more creativity, go for it. As long as it doesn't really contradict or mess the story that much. So yeah, this fight also took a while, sort of an arena stage. I believe there were like 3 waves of enemies here, and I think this is the last one. So yeah, it was pretty difficult as well. The swimming aspects I expected there to be some fights while under the water, but yeah, unfortunately there weren't any.
Что за хреновина?
Черт знает. Но быть съеденным этим гигантским нечто мне не улыбается.
Как человек с позывным «Блесна» полностью поддерживаю. Не попадаться в свет прожекторов — это главное.
Вижу, понял. Остаемся в
Сергей, прием! Это Настя.
And this is the last boss, the Moray.
Эта гадюка нас не отпустит!
Тогда давай прикончим гадину, Сережа.
Давай! Дуем друг друга! Да не, ты...
It's a very fun fight, very stressful. Also, it took me a couple of tries. I think I died 4 times in the normal mode. And as you can see here, Ekaterina, or codename Blesna, saves us. This is after recovering her body and sort of getting it fixed. By the way, she replaced Charles, and now she's part of our glove. That's why we can do other things like the fireball that you've seen before,
Я на прямой связи с Самоделкиным.
and the grapple. That's pretty much also her. So yeah, I hope they continue this. I hope the 4th DLC doesn't go to like the alternate timeline thing and just continue the main story, because that's really interesting. One thing I would like to note is that I forgot to capture it or place that part of the video here, but if you remember the second DLC, Trapped in Limbo, within the main story now, because this is part of the main story, within the main story, you can actually the grandma, Ekaterina's mother, actually managed to pull a creature from Limbo into reality. So that's pretty cool. I'm looking forward to it for the 4th DLC.
Теперь